It's one of the oldest cities in the world and the second oldest European capital city. It's been possibly inhabited by the Phoenicians and the Greeks, definitely by the Romans after that, and even by Norwegian crusaders. Most of the Portuguese expeditions during the Age of Discovery from the 15th to the 17th century began here. Of course, I'm talking about Lisbon. Lisbon, the capital of Portugal, is located at the end of the Iberian Peninsula on the Atlantic Ocean. It's known for its narrow, stone-paved streets and hills, which can be steep, sometimes very steep, which is why they installed electric trams in the city, with the ones in service now that date back to the 1930s or 1950s. They'll take you up those steep hills, and once you get to the top, you can enjoy the views from one of the many lookouts around the city. The city center was surprisingly level and compact, making it quite walkable. If you start at the Triumphal Arch near the waterfront, you can walk up Rua Augusta past shopping and restaurants, ending at Don Pedro IV Plaza. One of our favorite things that we saw in Lisbon was the Convento del Carmo. Built in the 14th and 15th centuries, this Gothic-style church and convent dominated the Lisbon skyline. It was partially destroyed by an earthquake in 1755, which destroyed most of the city center. The earthquake occurred on All Saints' Day, causing the roof to collapse on the congregation that was attending church. The sacristy was not damaged and now serves as a small archaeology museum. It houses everything from a Roman sarcophagus to an Egyptian mummy. You can also see a video projected on one of the walls that tells the history of the church. Taking a bus, taxi, or rideshare along the waterfront to the west of the city will get you to Jerónimo's Monastery, the Monument of the Discoveries, which was built in 1940 for the Portuguese World Exhibition, and the Belém Tower, which we didn't photograph because it was closed while we were in Lisbon. After all that exploring, or even before, it's always a good idea to book a food tour. These usually expose you to a lot of the different traditional local foods and drinks. The quantity and quality of the food and drink that was included was substantial and delicious, and our guide was very knowledgeable about the history of the city and the different types of food. We started off with cod cakes paired with green wine. That was followed by port wine and a sweet snack. And that was followed by flaming sausage with bread and red wine. Then we had the Bifana sandwich paired with an ice-cold beer. To finish, we walked to a shop that sells ginja, which is a very old traditional cherry liqueur. After the tour was over, we had to go back and have another glass of that green wine, though. Portugal has fantastic food and stores dedicated to sardines, but the true king of all Portuguese delicacies, at least in my account, is the Pastel de Nata. Thousands of these custard tarts are consumed every day. They have a crunchy crust and creamy vanilla custard center. They're best served warm with a dusting of cinnamon and powdered sugar, and you can find them almost anywhere, and they usually cost about €1.25 each. They're even better with a glass of ruby port. I ate at least one of these every day I was in Portugal, for research purposes, of course.